Ladies and folks in January, brought to you by Mysterious Fluid Incorporated Psycho Sealant. Leaky pipe? Pour this mildly vibrating plus. I'm on a streak. Hey, I'm on a streak. I'm on an incredible streak where I believe my 5 opening ad reads, I've made just the most critical errors. I've just fucked it all up. Just tripped over my own ass, fallen face down onto the ground. Listen, the product we got here for you today is Psycho Sealant. It's a mildly vibrating puce fluid. Pour it on a leaky pipe. Not even God can find his way past this stuff, as I've personally assured. That's right, it's the Patware Show. It's a Patware Show on a Sunday. I'm absolutely certain it's a Sunday. I know it's a Sunday. I know for a fact it's a Sunday. My meat is jiggling in a strange fashion, maybe because Minecraft's already open. Hold on, let me can you do anything about that? Aside from just having it open? It's like a lag to it, too. I'm done. I can't fuss with it right now. Hello, everybody. Patware Show. Oh! It said it was going to be like 70, but it's like 50. I hate it. I just wanted to settle. I needed to settle. Oh. Delicious water. Yummy. Not a whole lot else going on. And just not getting calls back. Just not able to get stuff moving. You ever had one of those weeks where it feels like you can't get anything going? Just everything's sort of stuck. I don't know. Got back on the vintage story bug, though. Yeah, what's up? Welcome in, everybody. Almacia, Folk, Koss, Cock. It's time. It's time. You know what? Let's get into it. But not the it you might expect. No, we're gonna go back to the classics. We're gonna do some pre-roll. We're gonna look at some food and yell at it. What's it? That's Grandel. What do we got? Okay, bonus round. All right. So which one looks better? The Scheme Poutine and the Chicken Tikka Naan and chips. I can tell you everyone's gonna vote for this. But I look over here and I see fries loaded with haggis, cheddar, and peppercorn sauce, and I just start to vibrate rapidly. That sounds fucking baller. It's not gonna look great, because peppercorn sauce don't look great. It just doesn't. It just doesn't look good. But clicking that easy. Since this is a route for me to choose what I want. All right. Oh. I guess it's gonna be one of those Scrandle days. I hate both. I hate the pizza donut. I just hate the pizza donut so much because it's what it is I look at it and I just imagine my hand. There's no place for your hand to go. No, haggis rules. Haggis is phenomenal. I love haggis. Every haggis I've had has beaten absolute ass. Delicious. I'm gonna go a pie and a donut. I'm not confident, but I can't imagine holding this object. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so it's not all heinous, but it's still pretty heinous. Wild sausages? Right off the sausage tree? Got them right off the sausage tree, huh? Just reach up there and pluck some sausages down. These are the best ones you would get? Versus it says the ham and cheese panini, but there doesn't seem like any heat was applied to it at any point. It just looks like they just pushed a sandwich really hard. This one, okay. Scran of the day? You can't just say scran of the day. Now, okay. It's like it's USA, so like the hot dog actually looks like it's been cooked. I'm not a fan of how the toppings are so concentrated in the middle here. There's no balance to this. The pulled pork hamburgers. The burger looks like an absolute mess to eat, but that's fine. It's pork. It's a pulled porker. Yeah, 76, 42. We love to pull our pork. Nope. The other thing looked good, but we're just not addressing that hot dog. No, easy pick. Caramel chocolate churros. Wow, what was that? 64. Hot dog and burger. Oh no! Oh no! It's got. Oh, I can see the little crunchy from the plastic ass cheese. And these are just some, it's nothing but thick globs of cheese. And it's 24 pounds? The giant Yorkshire pudding always kind of looks like it slaps. 68.36. We're doing pretty good today. It's got to be the burger. It better be the poutine. It better be the poutine. Now, sausage and sauerkraut with a long drink. Who's up trying to get a long drink? I'm picking the poutine. I'm worried that Scrandal doesn't understand the power of poutine. Okay, 30 to 64. 64? Taking a second mortgage to that burger and dog. It's this again with the chips, with the cheese just unmelted, just on it. This is a pretty good looking fish burger. This has a good color on it. 70 to 36. Now, can we hit the 9? Okay, now. This doesn't look as bad as I expect when I see a Scrandal cheeseburger. That kind of looks. Now, what I'm getting worried is that this container is telling me that this is actually a McDonald's or a Burger King cheeseburger, and I can't tell. Well, maybe not. It's Australia. It's Australia. Pretty good price. Salt and pepper chicken with chips and katsu curry. Tends to score pretty high. But this... Woohoo! Okay. Well, with the burger on my gut, 9 out of 10. Yes, you Scran. 8.5 community average. Wait, what? Did he make a new game? Hold on. I saw that thing move. Was there another game up front? Is that going to move again, or is it just permanently... One of these days I'm going to play Blue Revolver. All right, we got to do a Scran. 9. High score, 9. Played off time. All right. Masherzol versus Moambe chicken. Both of these looking really good. Don't know what either of them are. Fish stew, turmeric, cumin, coriander. Tender fish piece. So yeah, fish stew with your tomatoes, potatoes, and eggplant, some rice. And this is chicken in a rich sauce from palm butter or palm nut pulp. I've never had that. That sounded really good. Coupled with rice, cassava plantains. A thick sauce. I bet it's going to be the Masherzol because the picture's so much better. I want to go with the Moambe chicken. For my money, it's the Moambe chicken. But that, yep. The picture's better. It got that extra edge. White pudding versus Pim's Cup. White pudding, oatmeal, onions, pork fat, and spices. Stuffed in the casings, boiled till cooked through. Then you fry it up. The Pim's Cup is a gin-based liquor, lemonade, and some fresh fruit garnishes. I feel like drinks tend to do better than I expect. Gotta go with the white pudding. Holy shit, really? Is white pudding actually super acid? I'm not aware? That was a huge, 20% on that was remarkable. Yeah, pestle. Blanch a bunch of vegetables on with a peanut sauce. Top with some tofu. Not bad. Cooking tripe until tender, cutting it up. Onions, tomatoes, bell pepper, aji peppers. So this is kind of a stew. Got a tripe stew. Or a bunch of blanched vegetables and peanut sauce. That peanut sauce is going to call my name every time. 71 to 53. Either yapan versus pie and peas. California roll versus strufoli. I like a California roll, but I'm wondering if we're going to see Scran snobbery at play. The California roll for non-Americans is the fake sushi with imitation crab meat and avocado, mostly. With the rice on the edge and the seaweed inside. Strufoli is small deep-fried dough balls with honey and sprinkles and candied fruit arranged in a mound. So they fried a bunch of dough and poured honey and sprinkles on it, which is pretty good. I wonder how you eat this, kind of, because you can't be just grabbing a dough ball all the time, right? Starting to think the California roll has more of a chance. Yes! Okay. Morkovcha versus Kaiserschmarrn. I'm going to say that one again. That was one. Kaiserschmarrn. The morkovcha is a bunch of carrots julienned, mixed with salt. Squeeze out the excess moisture. So we're kind of drying up some carrots. Dry up some julienne carrots. Garlic, chili, coriander, sugar, and vinegar. Fried up in vegetable oil. Wait, no. Heat the vegetable oil. Pour over the seasoning and mix with the carrots. And then marinate it. So we got kind of an interesting thing going on here. That does sound actually really good. If you got good carrots with that actually sounds really good. However, this is a pancake. Easy clap. 96. Broye Poitevin versus Sajishi, Azerbaijan. This is I'm betting this is a savory pastry. It's got that savory look to it. Versus the angle is so steep, I can't quite tell what this is. I think I see eggplants. A large round shortbread. Okay, just a shortbread. Big shortbread. Doesn't look like it has anything unusual for a shortbread. It's just a French shortbread. Large pieces of lamb or beef with potatoes, tomatoes, onions, sweet peppers. Large shallow pan. Ingredients are layered and simmered. I mean, this is kind of just a shortbread. Now that I see it, like I thought this was like a pie, but I see it's just sitting on a little plate. I'm gonna go with the sajichi. Oh, no. Grazilohi versus the barbecue spaghetti. Oh, I have bad memories attached to the barbecue spaghetti. Let me tell you that for free. Just I've once had a version of barbecue spaghetti, shall we say, when I visited a friend, which was literally spaghetti and then barbecue sauce was in it, and that was it. Which was and the spaghetti was not very well made either. Just a very but the gravioli is like just a big piece of fish, huh? Salt, a salmon fillet, sugar, and black pepper. Cover it with dill. That does sound really good. Sliced thinly, serve with mustard sauce and bread. I think I would be, and this would be scoring higher if it were showed in its finished, prepared state, or it's like sliced up and there's some bread to give you an idea what you're doing here, as opposed to just this massive plank of fish. There's no way the barbecue spaghetti is going to win, right? No, yeah, absolutely not. Sausage sizzle, which I feel like has had a bad score because this is like the worst looking sausage in the world. Like the skin is so... yeah. Versus bois which is rice flour dumplings in a coconut milk soup with some various hues. I'm gonna go with that. Yeah. Pretty good. One last round. Victoria sponge cake versus Mommy from Finland. This is just, it's gonna be some sponge cakes with some icing in between. Over here, Eastern time dessert, rye and molasses. Oh shit. Specifically rye with the molasses. Yeah. No? Okay. They don't know that rye is best, I guess. We got 7 times rye is best. You take the rye. Rye with corned beef. Rye is best. Have I said that story on stream? I'm pretty sure I've said that story on stream. If one person in chat says they haven't heard that story, I'll tell that story. While I load my chat up on my phone, which I forgot to do. Before I run through this round by round recap. Rye is best. I give you the rye. Alright, so only 49% on the Masherjol and Moambe chicken. I'm gonna go ahead and give that a yum. I'm gonna give that a yum too, to be honest. 93% got the white pudding with Pim's cup right. Man, I don't know. I was in a mood for this fried up. But everyone wants some fancy lemonade. 53% on the peso versus guatita. This is a hard day. 93% on idiyappam and pie and peas. Who among us voted for the pie and peas when they saw it? Who was like, yes, sir? 67% on the California roll. 96% on the Morkovich versus Kaiserschmarrn. I guess everyone else agreed with me that a pile of carrots, albeit a good-looking pile of carrots, I will yum that, but I'll also yum this. Next to a pancake, like, you know what I'm talking about. 80% on the Broye Poiteve? I don't know, man. 64% got this right? That's a lot of people going for the barbecue spaghetti. 47% on the sausage sizzle. 94 on the Victoria. What is going on with the massive... The stuff I got wrong? The stuff I got right was like halfway down the middle. The stuff I got wrong was like 90% of people were right. I don't know what the fuck you're on. Jesus. Good God. Thrice. Let's do a thrice. Let's get this thrice. With a notable golden species native to Syria, the Arabic name of what animal roughly translates to Mr. Saddlebags? Camel? Camel? Well, I don't know why. It can't be horse, right? The Zorb water ball is often likened to a common toy used by one of the 5 domesticated species of what pet? The saddlebags thing might have thrown me off. Zorb water ball? What are you talking about? It's one of those things where that's a nonsense detail in the real detail here. Is that there are 5 domesticated species of a specific pet. So we're not looking at dog or cat, nothing basic, nothing with 10 billion species. I think the problem is I'm a genetic freak, maybe. Rai is best. You would get the Rai. I'm going to tell that story in a bit. Tell a story after when I'm trying to freeze up on a thrice. What the fuck is a Zorb water ball? What are you saying to me? Can't be horse. It's way too many horse. 5 species? Five Zorb water ball? I am dying. I've never heard of the Zorb water ball. But if it's a ball... Golden... There's 5 species. It's gonna be golden ball, species, pet ball, hamster ball? Can't be hamster ball, right? How do you want me to spell it? Will you take that? It was hamster. What rodent and namesake of an annoying internet dance will refuse to run on a wheel for the stop purposes? I would have gotten a hamster easy right there. Mr. Saddlebags. Why is he calling a hamster Mr. Saddlebags? I guess big fat cheeks, maybe. Thanks largely to Kim Woo-jin and Liam Sae-hyun, South Korea took home all 5 gold medals at what sport in the 2024 Olympics? I was not paying attention. Shit. I didn't watch the 2024 Olympics at all. I've had a hard time watching the Olympics. I love the Olympics, but I've had a hard time keeping in on it. The cheeks, yeah, you think of the cheeks. South Korea took home all 5 gold medals in what sport? Thanks to 2 people. This is going to have to just be guessing at this point. Was 2024 winter or summer? That's a really big thing to figure out. Isn't it? I want to say that it was summer. It's probably summer. 5 gold medals. I'm going to just say fencing. I'm just going to say fencing. Both are successors or sidekicks to other heroes. Kate Bishop and Roy Harper are comic book characters that appear in archery. Hadiskan means 8 in what European language? I'm too American for this. I don't know languages. There's so many European languages. This feels like one Kazakhstan where it feels like one where I would know, where we get like a guess and it would be the wrongest guess in the world. What is it gonna be? You know what language I never correctly identify? I'm always wrong about. I'm gonna go ahead and swing that. I am almost always wrong about Finnish words. I'll see a word's like, well, that word's like this. And it's like, no, it's Finnish. And that'll happen to me constantly. So I'm gonna get out ahead of this one. Holy shit. I would have gotten on the third clue as soon as you hit the sauna. The sauna. In 1530, what king incorrectly described himself as set on such a pinnacle of dignity that we know no superior on earth? The talk part there is lining up with the time, isn't it? That's our challenge. Because I know a few kings I can imagine would say that one. The kings that I'm thinking of are like... But the timing is off, right? I'm not sure which ones it would be. Which was that one king, Louis? When was he? I think he was way early. The fucking... Was it 14th? Was it Louis the 14th? I don't think this is right, but he was a real cocky son of a bitch. We'll throw in Louis the 14th. No. Martin Luther described what contemporary foreign monarch as a pig, an ass, a dunghill, the spawn of an adder, a basilisk, a lying buffoon, a mad fool with a frothy mouth. Boy, they didn't like this guy. Henry the 8th? Henry the 8th? Was that 8? No, Henry 10. Henry. No. How do you write this? I forgot how to write this. I forgot how to write 8 in Roman numerals. Is it just VIII? Yeah, it is. Henry the 8th? Henry the 8th! 2 beheadings out of 6 wives is too many. Yup. That's Henry time. Alright, we're doing alright. A reference to the ad agency that created him. Martin is the unofficial name of what soft-spoken mascot voiced by Jake Wood? Oh, boy. I feel like I should know this one. Martin. Unofficial name of what soft-spoken mascot? I mean, that's... If it's not his name, how do we refer to him? Right? Like, that's my boggle. Not that I have the answer. A reference to the ad agency that created him. Soft-spoken. Is this going to be recent or is this going to be old? If it's going to be recent, the most soft-spoken boy I can think of offhand, fucking the Geico guy's chill as shit. And he's never named, is he? How do I want Geico Gecko? Is that what you want from me? That's like soft. Okay, yeah, it was him. Clue 2. Maxwell the pig, Hump the camel, and a group of modern-day cavemen all exist in what reptile voiced by Kelsey? I would have gotten there, yeah, from 2. But I got there 1 just by running down soft-spoken. Beautiful, beautiful. 12-pointer, not a bad day of thrice. Sponsors are watching. The pressure. Sponsors? Wouldn't it be fun if I got sponsored by Radical Fish Games as the official player? The official content creator for the hit game Alabaster Dawn, of which I'd be a massive fan. That'd be so cool and random if that happened. Anyway, my quick story. I made that Ryan's Best reference. Let me tell you a story of the time I went to New York City, and I was a young man. I think this might have been 18. And what you have to understand about me, one of my mental problems, I was functionally 10 until I was like 25. You know, I had some shit go on, and I was basically 10 years old for a long time, which has caused a variety of knock-on problems. But this specific incident, like talking in general, like I was basically a child. I was 8. Like, as much as you might think someone at 18 is still a child, imagine way worse. Went to New York City, and we were wandering around. We got hungry, and was like, oh, let's go to a deli. Let's go to a deli. We went to a deli. This is me and some friends, Captain Epics and their parent, just a group. We had a gang with us. Went to a deli, and I was like, oh, I'll have a corned beef sandwich. I have a nice deli corned beef sandwich. And I'll have a corned beef sandwich on wheat bread because I liked wheat bread. And the guy taking our orders, he looked at me, he stopped, and he had this little notebook and his pencil, put his pencil in his hands, no. What? No. You should have this on rye. Had one of those like that powerful type of accent. I'd rather have wheat. I'm a bigger fan. No, you have rye. Rye is best. Rye is best on corned beef. No, I will make you this sandwich on rye. I'd really rather have wheat. I locked in and dug in my heels because I had only had bad rye bread and I didn't want it. And for about 3 minutes, in the back and forth, just please, can I please have wheat? No, rye is best. Rye is best. No, trust me, young man. I will bring you the rye. You will thank me for the rye. Please, the wheat. No, I will pay more. I'll pay you $2 extra at this point to bring me the sandwich with wheat. No, rye is best. Please, trust me. You trust me on this. No, and I eventually, I think I was about to start crying. I just wasn't ready for this type of interaction. And he saw that, it's like, all right, young man, I will bring you this wheat. And the venom, I will never forget the venom in this man's voice when he relented. And he comes by and he has he's hands out everybody else's sandwich. Hey, you do the Reuben, then here is your corned beef on wheat. And drops a little bit on the table. He's really mad. This man was so upset that he had to put wheat bread on a corned beef sandwich. And now, looking back, that man was so right. That man was so correct to do that. I should have had that corned beef sandwich on rye. I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. I should have just told him, make me a corned beef sandwich as you please. Now that I understand how these things work. And I would have had the phenomenal sandwich. Bisho, that's not what AMA means. Hold on, we have to address this now before I go to Minecraft. Bisho just put in the chat, Bisho Kitsune, with highlight my message, which means that the spotlight is now on her. AMA, if you punch yourself in the face and it hurts, does that mean you're strong or weak? Now let me just go ahead and we got the spotlight on you. AMA means ask me anything. The format of this, Bisho, you have to understand. Normally I would not drill on her, but yeah, you come into my show and you make such a grievous error. AMA is more would be I'm a sentient jug covered in fungal flesh trying to take over the world. AMA. And then people would ask me questions about the state of being a living jug covered in fungal flesh that has existed before Type 2 civilizations even were about. I've seen layers of this earth that you couldn't conceive of. I've been here since before it was a ball of lava. Those are the types of things I'll be talking about in an AMA because you were asking me about these things. It is not AMA and then a question, which is an insane format. It would be more I punched myself in the face and it hurts, AMA, where people would ask you questions about, why'd you do that? How much does it hurt? Are you strong or weak? Now, having said all that, the answer to I punched myself in the face and it hurt, am I strong or weak, is in fact yes. It's just yes. Because strong has nothing to do with pain. You can feel pain and be strong. You can be a strong boy and acknowledge the pain. But you don't have to be strong or weak to hurt yourself. In fact, some would say that it takes a weak person to hurt themselves. Take it from one of the most self-destructive people you know. Sip. Yeah, we're gonna, okay, so. That's where it goes. It is, hurting yourself is an act of a weak person. Unless you're doing it as sacrifice for your friends. It's been so long since I cracked this bad boy open. I don't remember how long it's been. It's been some months, hasn't it? Uh-oh. It's got to like reload everything. I had to sit in here pause for too long. Okay. So there have recently been some relatively big updates that I was waiting to get shifted to light, which there were. And I know this isn't going to be part of the game. Is just like, yeah, just patching everything back in because it's Minecraft. Last update to install, I had to take all my tarot cards out or it would explode. So let me just put all these bad boys back in here for now. And I noticed that too. Don't worry, folks. What you may have just noticed, I also very much noticed. What is this? Sigil of the Red Sun. Under the Red Sun, all hope was lost, and the age of witchcraft came to an end. A new god was born. Story item. What the fuck is this? Quest book? Do you have some answers? I saw they added a new quest line. Because they reckon they're about done with concatenation and are going to move on to their next thing, which they've already started beta testing. Are you okay? Permanent events. Timaeus? Hang on, let me collect my bounty for the necromancer. I forgot. Piece of candy. 12,000 damage. Yeah, give me that apple. Yummy. Wait, reopen. Okay. This is the secret bounty board I never actually started. Timaeus? The world. Oh, it's the new quest to get the world, the big card. Scintillate. Strange scintillate closely resembles gold and glowstone, but in a more pure form. It's obviously not of our world. Anomalous crystals. Anomalous shards. So this is from all the rift stuff, I think. I don't know what the hell this is. I need scintillate motes. Great. Into stone cut the legendary sword Halcyon. I guess? Or I can cut scintillating dust? What am I looking at here? How far ahead is this? Pickaxe on a scintillating keystone to get scintillating dust and resin. Or I drop a scintillating keystone in some water. What's a scintillating keystone? It's a quest item? It's a quest item I'll get for getting scintillating dust. Okay, so that's out here in Gate to Perdition, which I haven't even gotten to yet. Because I have to get to the end. I've got I guess the black wool thing, that's easy enough. Carved in stone, stone bricks, I can do that fairly easy. I think I maybe should have been progressing in this for a while. This seems like the actual story of the game. Okay, so I was sitting here like, okay, what do I want to do next in this game? What thing do I want to set up, right? What if I use this? Okay, nothing. It's just sitting in here. All right, we're gonna backpack that. You're gonna go in here. I have a full set of nightmare gear ready for when I can enchant it, so it's better than my armor. It will switch to a nightmare scythe build. Got my wireless crafting table, which doesn't have a lot of energy in it. I think they changed something. Let's drop this in the charger. Let's see if that also drains my entire battery rapidly. Ow! I jumped on a buzzsaw. That's like the only thing that makes my battery start going down, is plugging that thing in. But it can't hold more than that battery has. Alright, so my next big goal in terms of stuff from the tech side is to set up a quarry in Dis. And to be able to set that stuff up, I need to be able to quickly build more power generation, which to me is honestly just make another steam engine and a big battery. So I can just juice this super hard. To do that, I need to be able to readily manufacture dripstone. Spikes, whatever you fucking call them, to make more of a lava works out there. And there's a machine for that. Instead of because I'm having a hard time finding them. So I want to be able to make the pointed dripstones. To do that, I need to take a dripstone block and put it in a crusher from Mechanism. Or I go into magic, into elemental craft, and get up to the watermill grindstone. Let's see how far away the crusher is and mechanism. And let's not get intimidated if we see something scary. Okay, sticky redstone, lava bucket. I don't think I can make the basic control circuits yet, but I don't think that's far in. The Supreme Machine Frame is scary. Okay, that's very scary. But should I be scared of this, or should I start moving toward this? The Dissolution Chamber? I see this a lot in the further tech recipes. This is like the next barrier, I think. Plastic. I need to be able to make plastic. I like plastic. Melt some dry rubber. How do we get to that? Latex processing unit. How do we get to that? We're back at the machine frame. What do we need for this? We need to be able to make refined circuits. Like, we need to be able to make these good circuits. So I think the basic control circuit is the next, like, thing we want to get to. Metallurgic infuser. We're running down this chain. We're getting into the spots of buildings stuff. Okay, we need to be making steel. I think we can make steel already. We'll have to make at least one shithead circuit. I think we can infuse. I think that's just diamond dimensional shards. Yeah. So the refined circuit is platinum, iron. This is not hard. This is just a bear, right? It's just annoying. So we can get there. But so what was I thinking up here? So I made the heater and therme, which leads you down to the steam-powered crusher. So you get down towards the Hierophant unlock. Or the High Priestess unlock. Right? Where is the High Priestess unlock again? That's Chariot for like different pipes and cars, but we'll just use create tanks or anything that would be. Here's mechanism, right? I think up here is more or less where the High Priestess card starts showing up. Where was it? Oh my god. Maybe it's not. Maybe making the High Priestess card itself is not really. No, there it is. There it is. It's right here. Right after Simple Machine Frame and all this stuff. We start making like these various dynamos and whatnot. Industrial foregoing. So what we need for sure is circuits. Okay, this is nice. This is a nice way to get into there. We can make a bunch of these deficient circuits. Put the turret deck on. The turret deck can now just kind of go wherever you want it to. It looks like they've taken out a bunch of the gear slots. But let you just kind of put this wherever you want. All right, bundle's nothing. I've never figured out what bundle's for. Put the tarot. No, why'd you do it like that? Put the tarot card there. Has it deleted any of my shit? I don't think so. Still got the stuff I've kind of gathered. Take you back out. All right. Okay. I'll have to like run more wire over here for all those little machines I'm going to start doing. Someday we'll make oh, let me go ahead and turn on my farm. How's that battery charge? Is it going up? It's going back up. There we go. Back in action. Ooh, I hope it won't stop because of all the stuff it's got to cut up here. Probably won't. Oh god, eggs. Oh, the eggs are flying into my hands. Alright, we're good. That's good. That's going like it should. What was my elevator? It's not down here. don't know where my elevator is, but it wasn't there. How's stream running, by the way? Everything looking good? I have it on fairly default controls or settings right now. I need to do a test stream because that Monster Hunter stream didn't go so well, did it? I'm told there were some various issues with it. It's looking good right now. What's up, Void? Oh, mutton chops. All right, so we are going to... Where can this go? It can also go just about anywhere. Hey, you know, let's go in the Klein Star spot, whatever the fuck that means. Circuits. I need electrum wires. Which rolling electrum plates will get me 2 wires. That's funny. 4 nuggets. That's so 1 ingot will pass into 2 wires. But taking a hammer to a plate on a cutting board will get me 3 wires for some reason. How would I wonder why Twitch hates you so much. That pisses me off. You miss me yelling about food and you miss my story about rye being best. I'm sorry. I got 9 wins out of 10 on my scramble. And I had a crazy food guesser round where every single thing I got right on the food guesser was like a 50-50 shot in terms of how people went way on there. But the things I got wrong were like, no, 90% of people think this thing's better than that thing. What's wrong with you? That was interesting. Oh, God. I like that. How much elections do I got on me? Not much at all. How much gold do I have on me? Many golds. How much silver do I have on me? Not as much. Let's go with a half and a half. Can I ally this in here? Or do I have to go up there? Let's go up there. Let's just go up there. Let's go to the Great Machine. Oh, oh, something smells really good. Uh-oh. But it's only 350. Can't be dinner. Unless they've started a roast. They picked up a roast. I have 7 block. Okay, that's how much I should have, yeah. Do I have anything in here I was processing? No? Anything in here? No? Alright. Just put all of you away for later. 6, 7. And that'll leave me 1 ingot. Let's get all that in there. So we can extract the block. It's faster to do that now that we have infinite fuel. A delectable roast to be sure, but I don't have full confidence in the person preparing the roast, shall we say. Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe it'll be fine. Come on. Come on. Get hard for me. Thank you. 64 electrums. And we'll take 60 of them. No. No, let's make a full 32. Get it to our cutting board. Take the knife out, but we're not going to use it. We need the hammer. Do I got the hammer on me? Pretty sure I keep that fucking thing on me. Maybe I don't? I guess I don't. Hammer! There you are. There's the crushing hammer. This is the good ironclad hammer. We'll go ahead and break the crushing hammer. Oh, wrong order. What? But I saw it. But I saw it. I ain't making a plate. I forgot. They gotta be plates. Go down to the platifier. Wait. Oh, they're in my offhand still. All right, put that there. Where's the motor? Let's go ahead and give me the juice. More juice than it can possibly keep up with. Hold on. Well, no, actually. Max juice. We're making our way towards industrial foregoing. Why do I have iron sheets in there? I mean, cool. I could, because what I want to do is have, again, to restate, I need to be able to manufacture dripstone easily in order to build as many lava works as I please, so I can make a steam engine in this for... sorry, big stretch. Steam engine in this for powering the quarry and everything else. Or something with dynamos. I might not make a full steam engine. I'll have more power generation options I can play with, but ultimately I want to be able to lava as I please for all that stuff. And this makes me the best ratio. Oh, bye, hammer. For some reason this gives me 3 wire, and all the other means of doing it gets me 2. So okay, we got those. Can we make our circuits yet? Iron and rose gold. Just for 1, though? How much sticky redstone do we have? Okay. How much platinum? Not a lot, but I've got some raw platinum on me. And can I melt down this excess platinum fuel core I had to make? No, I can't. This is the best way to melt this bad boy down. Melt will get me a little extra. Foundry will get me a little extra gold. I don't need the gold. Up. Oh, I love the sound of death in the morning. Yeah, man, I am feeling frustrated. I'm starting to get that. There's a very particular thing that kicks in with a lot of people with ADHD, where when there's a task you want to do, and something keeps kind of keeping you from doing that task, you start to feel like you can't do anything else until you do that task. And I've been wanting to get outside and get a bunch of garbage picked up out of the yard for a while, but it also kind of requires Dad to be following me around with the truck. And just every day that we've had like the good time to do it, there's been some other stuff that's happened. Like one day, like he's been doing his cardiac rehab a lot more lately, which is very good. He's been on top of that. Unless he's lying to us and is just leaving and going some other place. Who knows? I'm not going to interrogate that. That would be too far for me to worry about. Plenty of iron. So he'll be like out of the house during the good time to do it, or when he's not. Like today I was going to go do it after the watch along but before stream, and probably do this late. But it was supposed to be 70 and instead it was like 50. So we're having task issues. Let's make 20 of these. Do I have enough for 20? Oh, it's a stack of 16. Okay, 20 of these. We've got 20 circuits. I should make 2 more and have it in my inventory. Quest? Quest? No. Okay. So we're doing some quest logging. Quest logging! You'll get caught up in the... And to go down this way, the Hierophant's way to the High Priestess. I've already come this way, or this way, the Hermit's way, via Create. I might as well just do both, because we're going to get a bunch of, gears. You know, we've got to do all the stuff, right? So a dense metal block. Placing a copper block in the hot dipping bath. A galvanized iron block must be inserted inside the thermae with enough liquid contained inside to alloy the copper and galvanized iron. Rask moment. Then we'll back over here with Therme. It's got the lava. Iron crust sink for some reason. I'm not gonna worry about that. So I think I need to put galvanized. Okay. Several nuggets. Wait, no, I need to do something else with these. Right, need to be combined with the Hierophant card. A little annoying. There you are. Alright, so we get 25 of that. Where's the... Okay, there's the galvanized iron block. I hope I don't need to do too much of this, because this kind of sucks ass. I've got so much copper, guys. I've got so much copper. I've got just so much copper waiting. And then it need to be, what was it? 100 micro buckets of galvanized iron melted in here, I think. I don't think Therme recipes are in here, which makes using it a little annoying. Right? Zinc substance is not at all in there. Ah! That's just not going in. Shit. I don't like this. Heater, place with lava, infuse the block above. Thermite was filled with crushed zinc to create liquid galvanized iron. So I need to put the crushed zinc, 18 crushed zinc. Okay. How's my zinc? Oh, I'm good on zinc. I got hell of zinc. Huh, it's interesting that it's a pain in the ass to make crushed zinc. So many things that would normally crush stuff won't make you crush zinc. You can make a bunch of zinc dust with the stuff you'd expect. So let's go ahead and, all right, dirty iron zinc by crushing the raw zinc. Carrying you through the tedium of building a windmill. Ooh, Godspeed. That's one of the I haven't fucked with this things. I haven't fucked with mechanical power of my own yet. All right, zinc. Get the raw zinc out. Okay, put you in. How much you gonna make me? Have you flown back into my hands? No. Are you getting crushed? You're getting crushed. You're crushed. 12 crushed raw zinc. Well, how do I get that down to... Okay, mill it again for the dirty zinc dust. Put that shit back in there. Do it. Do it. 12. And then this will go into the bulk washer. Eradicate! Hey, buddy. Where's my washer? There's my washer. This whole system is currently not very powered. Oh, I forgot the number. I forgot what the perfect number was. I think that's the thing, right? Was this on the perfect number? I don't remember. Dirty zinc dust go. Okay, so that didn't do anything. All right, hold on. It was like 8, right? When will you become washed? There, it washed. Okay. 8's a good number. Okay, got our zinc dust, which you take the cutting tool to and get your crushed zinc. Okay, now I need the galvanized iron mixture, which was 18 crushed zinc in the therme. Bear with me here. This is like I had to do like, I'd do this like 2 times. No, not like that. 18 crushed zinc. I'm pretty sure it's operating now. Yes. Well, 9 is all I need for 1,000, but then the copper block above it. Okay, copper block. A galvanized iron block must be inserted inside the therme. Hold on. Placing a copper block in the hot dipping bath above the therme. Oh, there it goes. It went in. All right. I see it doing something. Is this what you wanted? Do you like it like this? Okay, dense metal block. Quest complete. I don't need more of those. Go ahead and take a free galvanized iron block for that. Macerator wheel using a sculpting tool. The dense metal block can be broken into a sharp and durable macerator wheel, most often used in macerating, pulverizing, and crushing machines. Now, bear in mind that this is a quest chain from the class that doesn't have create in it. So I'm pretty sure it's guiding me toward making the crushing wheel equivalent that I don't need. But quest completion. I don't know what else to tell you. Quest completion. Have I already made a sculpting tool? No. Sculpting tool is an iron pickaxe around four fucking bagakins. No, it needs to be a diamond pickaxe at least. That's easy. Sculpting tool. Dense metal block. Block go down. Sculpting tool. Wow. Thought I was going to have to hit it a couple times. Guess not. Steam-powered crusher. Steam-powered crusher is a low-tech machine capable of crushing metals into not quite dust or fine powder, but something close enough. This is useful in the automation of galvanized iron, as the most commonly crushed metals with this machine are, of course, iron and zinc, but also metals harder to crush with your bare hands and a hammer, copper, and tin. This can be used to make bronze. To be powered, the crusher requires a nearby boiler within a 1-block radius. Boiler must be active, thus requiring water and fuel inside. So yeah, we are kind of retreading. And that's fine, because that's okay. Hang on while I fuck up all my buttons. Now it says optional task? Oh, the boiler might be the optional part. We'll see. Okay, what do I need here? I need some iron supports. I need to be in my actual thing. I need another macerator. Oh, fuck. Hang on. Another macerator wheel. Battery good? Battery good. Battery strong. Let's see if it'll melt down just 9, or if it needs 18 in order to melt 9. That might be a bug that no one ever reported. Need your spine put in one of those? I don't know, man. Okay, it needs 18 or it won't even do it. Weird. Really want to get your shit in the steam-powered crusher? You sure about that? Okay, need iron support. Put that out. Zinc casing. Needs zinc support. Got that. Dense metal block. Yummy. Piece of candy. A second macerator has hit the Minecraft. Put some of this shit, put all this shit in my inventory. Or in my crafting, my container, my big thing. Keep these out. Steam Power Crusher is done. Okay, that did complete the quest. I didn't need to finish the other thing. So now this guides you into how you can, when you get the disc. All right. The way the disc quarry works, like, or the disc stuff, is that you are not getting this material directly. You're getting special, like, disc blocks called pertishudubudubum and whatnot. Is it in here? Yeah, stuff like, no, maybe not. Maybe this isn't it. Yeah, the Marmor Exaltatus, right? And what you're supposed to do with the Marmor Exaltatus, well, not this one, actually. This is the one that is the normal. Granulosum Marmor. Terra Purgata. There we go. Wait, no, this seems to have been a bad example also, because this is just a dirt that you can grow grimberries on. Hang on. I know how this works. There we go. Maybe. No? Where's the thing I was thinking about? There is some stuff here I haven't gotten too deep in. Granulosum Marmor. There we go. So you'll get this stuff and... No, this is not... Okay, I think it might be just the marble. I might be insane. Hold on. I've failed to explain this entirely. I've gone apeshit. Okay, compacted marble. You take compacted marble you've got from Partition by taking the usual thing, the Marmor Exaltatus, and combining it. And then you put this into a crushing wheel, and you will get very small chances of diamond dust, and you'll get apatite dust and silver dust. And like, it's usually stuff that you're getting like a collection of from various other blocks that are in there, but you can't go pick it out directly because you'll vomit and die. You'll see. This will all make perfect sense eventually. So over here just wants you to have gotten some apatite dust, which I think I already have from something else. I've got plenty of apatite. I'll just grind some apatite and clear that quest. This will work the way I want it to, right? I just drop this in a grinder. No. No. We actually got apatite dust. Is it only from the compacted marble? A pulverizer will do it. An earth shard will do it? What are you talking about? Why is it so hard to get apatite dust? I don't even know if I have basalt's powder. I don't. I do. I'm just gonna... This might not be the best of moves, but... Wait, don't I? Oh, I have basalt shards, which I think I can make powder out of. Yeah. Does not make sense. Oh, what's up, Riot? Welcome in. Okay, 3 air charges. One apatite exploded with a single earth charge. To get an apatite dust to solve that quest. Free coal. Now I need to get quartz dust, which that will go the way it should, you would expect. And in fact, I've already done quite a lot of that. No, that's Certus quartz dust. I've never done regular quartz. Let's go ahead and get that in there. Tin and copper, which I think I can do. Oh, it has to be the steam powered crusher. There's no other way. You're fucking kidding me. That's fucking stupid. That's fucking stupid. Copper 2, yeah. Okay, well, I guess the steam powered crusher needs to be. I guess I need to make the boiler. It's like, oh, the boiler's optional. Apparently, the fuck not, it ain't. That's easy. Easy clap. Boiler. Steam powered crusher. That's going to need. The boiler needs water and fuel. So I'll put it over here by my water. The fuel will probably be some coal. Wait, where's my water source now? There it is. Oh, got it in there. Was it tin and copper? Well, tin. Well, copper. Is that working? It's working. We're actually not going to go crazy with this. Thank you. Give me that coal back. You don't deserve it. Come on. No. Clear quest. Clear quest? Oh, I got to click the reward. Right. That's how you do it. Bronze. I've got plenty of bronze. I'm pretty sure I've made a lot of bronze in my day. Yes, sir. Moving right past that. Free gear. Hardened glass. This I need a lot of. Which is... Okay, don't have an induction smelter. Not gone down that path yet. Should I have gone down that path? I don't think so. I think the induction smelter's down in here. Is it down here in the steel making stuff? Yeah. We're on the way to that. So we need this method. Which is... So I'm kind of... This is a lot of me standing and crafting and reciting what I'm crafting right now. We're not into any builds. We're not running into a dungeon. Obsidian, glass, quartz dust, and a fiery ingredient of some kind. Which will probably be fire shards and fire crystals. Oh, it says the dust also? Oh, let's use the firelight dust. This is the best use I got for it. Got a bunch of obsidian. I'll make 20 glasses. Damn it. What? Oh, the quartz dust isn't in the storage. 21 glass. Holy Jesus. The game loved that I did that. A lot of completion really quickly there. I've lost my place. There you are. Okay, free obsidian. And then... To unlock the High Priestess pathway, it wants 2 deficient circuits, galvanized iron ingot, a tin gear. So we're going to do both of these, and then High Priestess will be thoroughly unlocked. Now, why are they going up here? What's up here? Oh, the Hand of Cups with like crazy specific stuff for the ME system. And the Hand of Cups itself only seems to... It's only for that. It doesn't give me any skills. So we're not that worried about that right now. We don't need it. It's for a weaker person. Deficient circuits. Already made the regular circuit, but sure, I'll make a deficient piece of shit. Meteorite. Meteorite. And you compact a bunch of skystone. And then melt it. Hold on, how do I compact skystone? If it's not that, I need the Hermit? Hermit? The Hierophant. Full stack, maybe? Get a full stack? Just a full stack of this stuff and never think about it again? Oh, no. Come back. My card. I dropped it in the machine. Blast furnace, specifically. Oh yeah, I think it was off stream that I went ahead and built a table and 4 chairs. In a wild change to my male living space. Also, I put some bushes out here. I fixed up this a little bit. I did a little work. For some reason, I have a bunch of podzol here. That's interesting. Yeah, the front of my house is almost looking like a place you might expect to see. Little mailbox. A low punny. But I... Go ahead and... Yeah. No! No! Alright, so... Got a blast furnace, that stuff. Where's the blast furnace? The blast furnace. I did not hit my wife. I did not. Full stack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and boom. That'll take a little bit of time. Put all of this shit back in the box. Everything in the box. The hammer 2. Sculpting tool 2. Not the knife. I didn't hit my wife. It was the one-armed man. See, she's here, wandering around, unhit. Look, her health is full. If I had hit her, her health wouldn't be full. She's level 31. She could kill all of my Pokemon easily. This work. I'm Amuro, come stop me. I'm doing something wicked. No, you can't use name tags on Pokemon. Or watch some shit. Now I just have this name tag that says Madai's wife forever. That'll do to start. Gotta get the all-clad. Okay, what's the induction smelter is the best way to do it, and I don't have that. We do have to do this shithead way a couple times. Fuck. I can name the Pokemon name. Yeah, but I can't capture that. Lopunny, they're level 31. I have not been doing the Cobblemon stuff. It's just there for aesthetics. I can't capture them. They just I think I've done something I can never take back. I think I've created a toxic living situation for myself, where the Lopunny is the beneficiary. I've made an error. What was I making? Deficient circuits? I see like 2 of these. Oh god. Alright. Galvanized iron ingot and tin gear. That might just be stuff I've made and never got in here. And take my galvanized iron out. Tin? Do I have a tin gear by any chance? I don't. What's the easiest way to make a tin gear? A tin gear! It's definitely melting forward casting it. For sure. Not you. Just throw balls and hope. But at that point, that was a lot of work for the bit. I think the bit is funnier if I have this uncontrolled wild Lopunny in my house. And everyone's like, why do you got that? And I'm like, don't worry about it. Okay, andesite alloy sheets. Don't actually know how to make an andesite alloy sheet. It's just gonna be smashing this bitch. Yeah, you just press it. Gonna press 20 of them. A little low on andesite alloy. I'll do something about that. Eventually, I'm at the point where I can upgrade these to run off of biofuel rather than lava. I'm pretty sure by making a weird underground farm. Like if I dig down in here and make a farm that automatically works itself, I can have all that stuff get processed into biofuel. I'm not sure how big of a farm I need to fully juice for blaze burners. That's the question. But then I'll be able to double my output here, right? I'll just need another, like, whole other set of these. Just really get fucking crazy with it. Hermit's Way. Alright. We have done both of the quests that lead toward the High Priestess pathway. We are formally done with this section of Hierophant. We have not done the quarry section or the solar power section. We have not done the essence berry farming. If I go up here, I do this Panvita stuff. I'm gonna need Shrike, which means I need to find an ancient city. Like I need experience orbs for a lot of things. But once I'm there and I can make the essence berry bushes, I can start duplicating ore berry bushes, and I can then start setting up automated metal farms where I will not actually need the quarry for a bunch of that type of shit. But I find this is a lot of work. Now, the quarry's also a lot of work, but the quarry gets you so much. I'll be making this stuff to fully upgrade that bad boy. Oh, man. Get the pump to get the liquid experience out. Oh, man. I haven't fucked with the pump before. Stretch it. And now we are... Well, first off, we can also go... What is this down here? What are you pointing at me here? Why are you pointing me toward the tower? Can I have gotten to the tower through that stuff? Yes. Sort of. But the tower's really easy to get to. Main thing is that now I'm down here. We're down here, and you can see this is the start of, like, machines, like single block machines, aside from create machines. And that block line goes for a while. This is the bulk of the tech tree. My goal getting in here before I start like getting into the foundry. Where is it? Where's the crusher? Is it down in here any? Is it even a quest for it? There may not actually be a quest for it. I'm really far in. Oh god. The basic control circuit's all the way down here. Oh my god. That's past laser drill and mob duplicator and the infinity tools. Maybe I don't want to... Maybe I'm looking too far ahead at this crusher. Where's even the dissolution chamber that I need to make it? I haven't seen it anywhere. I'm pretty sure I can get through to here pretty quick. I'll have to make the Hand of Pentacles. Compacted steel. Redstone flux cell. Oh god, I don't know what I said. What did I say that you get at? Oh, here's the dissolution chamber. It's right after plastic. This is really, if I focus, if I don't try to get every single little thing up here right now. Like up here, I can ignore this. This is a storage scanner. This is a shittier remote form. The modular storage. This is like not as good as the ME drive. Maybe? It might also be good. I don't know. It's further deep in, so maybe. The tablet can be connected to many things. Storage control screen module. I'm not sure about all that stuff. I'll investigate that. A lot of these things Create has already resolved. The redstone furnace is a good get. I've never fucked with a pump before. Oh. I mean, that's also true. Haven't needed one. Got him. Simple machine frame. Give me the Thermopedia. The base for High Priestess pathway machines. A template for connected machine blocks, as the frame already contains basic electronics and a sturdy casing. Later on, the High Priestess pathway has its distinctive and more efficient method of manufacturing these machine frames. I've already tested some of these on a different world because I was curious. The electrical wires I've got with the steam engine work for all this shit. So, like, as far as that's concerned, I'm golden. Give me that stuff. Stone bricks, birch log. Keep the Thermopedia on me. Keep this sword on me. Do I have lights in my backpack? Have I made an excess of cage lighting? I've got torches. I don't give a shit about torches. That's for caves only. Eh. Ah, got 36 of these in here. All right. Let's drop a couple here. Light up this corner a bit. A little half-ass right now. You know how I always say, I'll make it look better later. Now the floor is fully lit. We're going to take a large connector. We need to run a large line. This is going to be a little annoying. How far down can this go? Let's just match it up with this. I'm gonna need to make more. I really don't want to make more. It's probably very easy to make more. Do I get everything? Yes. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. And there. I think the large connectors can connect to the small. So I'm hitting a lot of weird buttons. Where's the connectors? I just see which one I need for the large. I think it's Electrum. It'll be down here, I believe. Power connection. High current. Gold or Electrum. Copper's only for small, otherwise it could be gold or Electrum. I've got... Huh? What the? No? There's some more gold spools, I guess. Ah, okay. Gold wire is just plate in a rolling machine. Got a good amount of plate. They're gold. I've got some more ore, too. I'm not hurting for gold. Ooh, hang on. I don't need all these nuggets right now. Yeah, let's take a whole stack of gold. Put it in the smashing machine starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Maybe it's in a theater near you. Who knows? No one went to watch it. That's a really fun... man. The Rock, man! The Pebble. Rock the Dwayne Johnson. Rock the Dwayne Johnson is such an incredible, incredible story of how there is no person in this world that is safe from becoming washed. Wait, why is this draining? What's going on? We got too many things on? Drain a little bit, and I'm not using you right now. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Really fucked it. He's still draining? Still draining. Has the storage system tipped over? How much are you using? No? Is it just that the connectors are eating power? Well, it's all running. What's all running? You're running. You don't need to be. You're not doing anything. Or wait, no, don't you run the pump? That's fine. You're off. You're not off, but I'm about to use you. You get to be on. You're about to take these 64 gold sheets. You're about to go hog wild. Is that making wires? It is making wires, right? Okay. You're on and you don't need to be on. I don't need the buzzsaw. You operate all this. You're good. We are positive again. Oof, that's scary. I might have to get onto this sooner rather than later if it's starting to drain my power. And I can repurpose... So this will... When I do this, it will no longer be using the lava works. But I can redirect the lava into... There's a magmatic generators? Yeah. I can redirect the lava into these magmatic dynamos. And produce more power for the accumulator. And maybe make the accumulator even bigger. 88.18, 80.19. Okay, we're good. I was sad and scared. Because the thing is, this is going to like consume more and more and more power as things go in it. So it is an active, constant drain. Are you good over here? It's been running, right? It looks like it's been running. Yeah, my big signifier is if the thing will stop running, then the sugar canes I'll definitely see peeking over the edge. It hasn't broken any crops. It is not sucking all the flax. How dare you not suck the flax? Where's the flax? It's right here. It should be sucking the flax. Get a hand to deposit my flax. And all of these drawers are upgraded to hold 496 total items of each of these things. And if they ever fill up, they are voided. So if this thing gets 400,096 strawberries, any other strawberries will just go to hell. This is a good thing to do because it prevents buildup and stops certain lag issues that can occur as well. And I should be grabbing this for stuff. Because there are some crazy ME things I want to do at some point. Have you wired me up? Delicious. Power go down. We're good. We're good. We're golden. Getting scary. Because this, once I start putting this stuff in, it's going to start draining. So I'm going to have to do something about that. I am going to have to start working on the upgrades of the steam engine. Which will let me double... Have I already doubled the size? Hold on. I did something that's already good enough. Take a look at this before I get too deep in. I believe it is as big as it ever needs to be. I'll have to speed up the water going in, and the heat, of course, is the main thing. Getting these things supercharged. I'll have to speed this pump up somehow. Probably pretty easy. I could probably stick a... Well, it's a little trick. Well, no, with some gearboxes, I could easily get the actual speedometer thing in here and just jack it as fast as it will go. Maybe. This is like a more cut-in system. I can do it. I can work out. I can do it. It can be done. I'm a big boy. Is this still pulling these things, or what's going on? It shouldn't be pulling this stuff, because it's full, right? But that raises the question of why isn't every cauldron full? Oh, because it's very slowly taking... Okay, of course. No. Because it's eating that stuff. It's doing what it wants to do. It's doing what it should do. It's doing what it deserves to do. More gold spoons. That'll do me. That's a clink that's turned into a duck? That's distressing. I want to see the clink. My boy, the clink. I wonder. If I capture a clink that looks like a duck because of the thought well, will it stay a duck? These are the questions we have to ask. We have a responsibility to society to ask these questions. What balls do I got on me? Got a friend ball. I got the roseate ball. I have not fucked with the balls nearly as much as I should. Wait, what's that other one? That's the friend ball. All right, buddy. What level are you? 15? 15 steel type? Can you survive a water gun? I'm scared. I'll just throw Pokeballs at you. Oh, game didn't like that. Game didn't know how to do that. Don't kill my Piplup. What the? My Piplup has become a blaze. And I've got the Clink. Okay. Piplup, come back. Piplup. Okay, are you still a blaze? No, you're normal. I now have a buddy. You're with me, Clink. Let's go. What's the oh, I don't know the buttons I have set here anymore. I don't remember the menu to, like, try to get on my shoulder if I can. I don't know if Clink will sit on my shoulder. Seems like he shouldn't. But what if? Didn't realize it actually switched to a Pokemon battle system. Oh yeah, Cobblemon is crazy. I barely have Cobblemon in here. There's like a tremendous amount of mods around it. I don't think this is even the latest version of Cobblemon. Cobblemon's very ornate. All right, Clink. Did I put my balls away? No. The balls away. Now let's get back. Let's focus back up. We got distracted. Oh, I still have all this stuff. I haven't actually made the steel making stuff yet. Which I think I'm going to need to carve out a whole new section. I shouldn't even get into this until I've improved my steam engine. There's an indie VTuber that runs a regular yearly Cobblemon server. Yeah, oh, there's a lot of them. That's pretty common. I know my JLG group, we have a private Cobblemon server I haven't dug into. I keep meaning to, like, set that up and load into that and chill with the group. Okay. So, Flux Duct. So now we're in the other type of machine. This is the more traditional, I would say the old style of Minecraft machine before Create kind of became what feels like the gold standard because it's so much more elaborate. This stuff uses what they call RF power, which I believe is supposed to stand for redstone flux. The flux duct can be turned to a universal cable, which can be upgraded. The flux duct is like the most basic to carry the power around. You're intended to be using these dynamos and figure out how to get generators in them. Like, this is a dynamo that takes... This is the basic dynamo, right? Let's go ahead and make the Stirling dynamo. Because I'm going to want to make magma dynamos anyway. The Stirling dynamo. We'll demo this before I just go ahead and override it with my own shit. Now, this wants 2 iron gears, a blast furnace, 2 nickel ingots. I don't have any nickel. And a redstone flux coil, which is made by taking a gold ingot and putting redstone at either end. We're going to make 20 of these right now. 21. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and let's say nickel is... How are we going to get nickel? Molten nickel. It's just nickel, I think, actually. Do I have any nickel? I've got to have nickel. Okay, I've got a bunch of nickel that I've never bothered to process. It's time to process this nickel. Because I didn't need it until now, and now I need it. So the raw nickel melts down. The foundry gets me some platinum. I think we're going to go ahead and go with the foundry option. Because a little free platinum, that ain't bad. It's very possible I already melted a bunch of nickel in here at some point for platinum. No, but I do have steel already. How did I get that steel? So this is the foundry, to recap. This is the Tinker's like mass metal processing. The smelter gets me a little more bang for my buck. Every ingot I get out of a nickel will also have 3 nuggets. So this 3 raw nickel would get me 4 total nuggets. The foundry, first off, it doesn't alloy things, so I can also just store what I want in here. And I should probably take a little time to extract some of this. It will give me byproducts. The 3 nickel will get me 3 nickel and a platinum. And these straight ores that I've vein mined, will, in these machines, double. So now I'm weighing, do I want a bunch of nickel, or do I also want to get some platinum? Let's split the difference. Let's do both. Gaming. 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 Oh, stretch out the neck. I had a big pop there. Love it. So that got me 3 blocks and a little extra of platinum and 11 blocks of nickel. I'm just going to get the blocks out and leave a little bit of excess. This got me 18 blocks. Same story. Well, this I'll bother to get all the way out. How many? Yeah, you'll see, and I'll maneuver this so I only ever have to extract the other fucking thing. I think that's 1 block left. Yeah. Then if I take a block, I take a potato chip and eat it. 8 nuggets will finish that block. No, absolutely not. It's a weird bug. And you wanted 3 nuggets. Finish that block. One last block. Nickel me. What's up, Clink? My man. I fucking love that dude. People complain about Pokemon designs, but look at this guy. He's perfect. He's 2 gears. He's 2 gears and he's my friend. He vanished when I did that to him. Yep, 4 blocks. I want my Clink, I want my gear crush. Follow me, don't follow me. Yeah. Okay, we got our nickel. And I'm being celebrated for my works. 270 nickel. Good start. Then I need blast furnace real quick. This stuff is such a hassle without this setup. All right, let's make some iron gears. Right? Let's make some iron gears for sure. I don't have as much iron as I thought I did. Stop me from making 16 iron gears. The iron in. Exit. Get a mat. It's not. I wouldn't really call it mass producing. Iron. I'm gonna have to go get some more iron soon, aren't I? Man, you go through iron a lot in this stuff. Yes, die for me. Fuel me. And that should be all of it. Turn you back off. $16 gears. Again, a good start. Oh, this is not at all. Now I can make the Sterling Dynamo. Bam. And I'll make something for it to power too. Which will be probably, let's say, what's next on the list? Ooh, 4 machine frames for that? Thank you. Brimstone Furnace, probably. Multi-servo press is really good. Oh, this has its own steel-making process. So I can just skip the create stuff, but I'm going to do the create stuff because I want to. Down here's a long list of solar panels that I can use. I might fuck around with that and like build big solar panel arrays on top of the mountain. So that looks cool. I'm thinking let's go look around. Where should I put that actually? Let's go look at our mountain. So I want to put solar panels on it. And pipe that stuff down. So I've already got the windmill over there, right? So maybe I want to try hanging these off the right side. Cut that tree there, maybe. Or go even further right and pipe it over. This would be a really annoying kind of to connect it up if I want to do this aesthetically, but I kind of do. I kind of fucking do. Make that accumulator way bigger. Have all like a bunch of different generations that are all dumping into that one accumulator. What are we thinking? Do we want to stick it over here and have it like intentionally lopsided? Because over here is a lot of nice trees. But it would balance. It'd be kind of a balance. Ouch. Tough. It's tough. I want to say that the solar panels kind of will multi-block together. I'm a little unsure in some of how that part will work to make a big solar panel thing. Unless I want to put it here, where the smelter used to be. And like instead of hanging it dangling off here, have it like sitting here in this big flat space. Things to consider. Ouch. But not things to consider yet. And up here, well, power cells. So flux duct will lead to the power cell low, which the accumulator has massively outmoded. Then the storage scanner and tower. This is all. I don't need any of this. I might want flux ducts. I'm going to need those cables eventually. They're a bit easier to use than the wires. And I think I want to say, yeah, their capacity is magnificently higher. The wires can only do so much. Like, I think this thing is eating... Nothing. It's got nothing hooked up to it, so it's eating nothing. Never mind all that shit I said. We'll go see how much power this is eating. Yeah, this is currently using... Wait, what are you? What are you doing? Who are you? Are you eating power you don't need to be eating? What were you doing? Come to me. Hope that wasn't Chris's blood. Oh. Wait, that was... Oh. Oh. Oops. No, that was actually very important. Because this was connected to this. That was the core power for the entire... Oh, okay. All right. We're all right. We're all right. It's only the most important wire in my entire facility. Don't worry about that. Jesus. Okay. Let's make the... Yeah, let's make the redstone furnace. The redstone furnace can outmode basically all my other furnace works because it can get you sped up dramatically. That's kind of the basic boy. And we'll also queue up the multi-servo press, which can make a lot of gears very quickly. I don't think it can ever be better than the smeltery, though. Let's see. How much does it need? Okay, it does do things like take 9 apples and make into a crate of apples. It'll take a raw platinum block. So this is like automation stuff, too. Like, you could have an automation chain that is pressing stuff down, generating magma, creating, making magma blocks out of it, if that's what you wanted. It's got all these packing dies you can use, make rods out of ingots. It does still need 4 metal per gear, though, so we're better off just using the casting device up there. But we're going to make it anyway. All right, the redstone furnace wants copper gears. The multi-servo press wants Constantan gears. So let's go make a bunch of copper gears. And we have so much copper. We've got so much copper. Just gonna take this stack of copper ore. So it's a full stack, 64 copper ore, which under vanilla processing would be 64 ingots. Under the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful processing of Tinker's Construct. Oh, it's 2 hours in. I have not stopped and stood up or done anything. I should do that, actually. I'm going to set up these gears to print, and I'm going to do a hot pause, walk around, hit the bathroom a little bit. Refill my water? No. Get a small glass of soda. Okay. Instead of 64 ingots, we have 56 blocks. That's a lot of nuts. I will surely... So I won't need this much copper gear for sure, but I can melt copper gear back down to 4 ingots. So I'm just going to let this go. I'm just going to let this go while I walk around for 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. I'm not even going to hit break. We're just going to watch it go. I'm just going to turn my body off. Where's my text? Yeah, go back. I see. I see the copper has been utterly consumed. And fully, too. I had a multiple 4 in there. 2 stacks of copper. Love this. I will never need another copper here. Ever. Very likely. What else is even a copper gear used for? Let's look at it. Redstone furnaces, sawmills, fluid encapsulators, whatever the fuck a sequential fabricator is, and aquatic entanglers. Looks like aquatic entangler. It has a fishing rod, so I'm betting this automatically fishes. Oreo. Sorry, chew time. All right. And, okay, what else do we need for the redstone? Oh, no. I sent it to meet Jesus. I'll just so we're proceed to Constantine gears. And some bronze. Constantine is... That's an alloy of copper and nickel 1-for-1. So we're going to take ourselves a half stack of copper. Half stack of nickel. Pop that shit in there. I'm going to eat another Oreo while this processes, because there's not much to say about this. Stanton ingot on its own appears to have 0 use. No, something's gone wrong, actually. Hold on. So you saying you made 2 windmills? You're about to jump off a cliff? I mean, you could just jump off the cliff. A vintage story. No one can stop you. Constantine gears. Maybe it'll be cathartic. Okay. I should now be able to make the multi-servo press. No, I need a block of iron. That's easy. Multi-servo press. And redstone furnace. Redstone furnace. A couple of basic baby machines. Ow. All right. Let's also make some flux ducts while we're at it. Let's approach this thing where it wants to be. The flux duct, 6 redstone dusts, 2 lead ingots, and 1 glass for 4 flux ducts. If you have the Head of Pentacles, you can convert a basic universal cable back down to a flux duct if you're an idiot, I guess. All right, 20 flux ducts. This is basically just a pipe that moves electricity. Let's get some coal in our hand. Let's crush, you know what, we got this extra coal ore going on. Let's crush that real quick. Look at Clink go. What a beautiful boy. Did you see him do a spin? Oh, I guess for the first, what is that? Operate a pair of crushing wheels at maximum speed. I guess I never maxed it. Is it already crushed? Oh, Lord, hell yeah. Some extra coal, cobblestone, nuggets of experience. Love that. All right, turn back off. look at my battery again. Because I think my storage is starting to... Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Still has 90 million fucking juice. Now we will place a redstone furnace. And we will place a multi-servo press. These blocks are not thrilling to look at. The way these work is that you can see the information. It's going to tell you what it does. Smelt sinks using redstone flux uses very little energy to cook food. Nom. This reads what its use is, how much it can possibly use, so you know your general usage efficiency. I forget what this thing indicates. Over here, you can put augments in it to like make it like a whole bunch of different effects. This is where you can configure how you want its redstone control to work. Right now it's disabled, which means a redstone signal does nothing to it. If I click low, now when it has a low redstone signal, it will enable. If I click high, then it won't operate unless it has a high signal, unless it has an on switch. I'm ignoring, I don't care. And configuration, this is where you're getting into the beautiful stuff. I can tell it which spots input and which spots output for automation. The front, I got the front here. I don't think you can do the front, no. Like I have the sides automatically input. And you'll see now I've done that, you see these blue marks all over it. Or tell it to automatically output. And I've got orange marks all over it. And the bottom is also activated. And I can, okay, oh yeah, no, I was doing that a little wrong. Hold on. What this is determining that it can't input and output, and this will make it do it automatically. So input, output, and you can see that these colors are changing to show you what slot is being affected. That means this can either input or output. And I believe this makes them designating like where the power gets plugged in, which I want on the back. All right, now I believe that is a power input line. If I were to want to have something smelt, for example, and then come into the multi-servo press, like if I wanted to make a bunch of ingots that would immediately get put in here to make gears, I can set this side to output, have auto output enabled, set this side to input, auto input enabled, and this will just pass it straight through the machine. So a production line can be just a line of machines, just all the way through, without having to worry about pipes. It's pipes will let you do a lot more if you have various other shit going on. But it's a nice, simple way to set up a relatively simple process. Now the Stirling Dynamo. Also, let me get a wrench. The Crescent Hammer. It's a wrench. I'm going to put the Stirling Dynamo here, and then remember exactly how I have to enable this. I think I have to put it here, like this. So the Stirling Dynamo generates redstone flux with solid fuels. Most things that work in a furnace work here too. Output rate throttles based on local feedback. So if it's not... It only wants to output as much power as it's using. So you're not going to waste... If this fills up, it'll stop burning fuels. But it's kind of going to, always be hovering, so we'll always be burning fuels. This has the same with the augments and the redstone control. It can produce, right now, up to 40 redstone a tick, or RF a tick. And this can only use up to 20. So we'll look at this one over here. This can also only use up to 20. So as things stand right now, I can hook this up to both of these machines. Right? And this Stirling Dynamo, if fueled, will be able to juice both of these. And I believe if I hit usage on this, and over here, this will show me everything that'll burn in here and how much it'll generate per item. So one coal coke will generate 40,000 total redstone flux. One block of coal will get 240,000 total redstone flux. And a blaze powder will give me 1,200, and so on. Mangrove planks, 3,000 redstone flux. And every single thing, like anything you can burn, you can put in this bad boy. I wonder if there's anything strange near the end. Well, that's 846. We're not going to actually fuck with that. We're going to put coal in. It's immediately producing 40 energy. And you can see it filling up in here. I don't believe there's a way to casually look at it. Wait, did I? Okay. Yeah, we can see how much it's building, the speed it's building it at. And then we use the flux duct like so. So not like that, actually. I don't think? No. Hold on. I think it may want, in fact, want the coil. Yeah, it connects to the coil up here. And now it is outputting. So these are now charging from the coal I'm burning in here. And we're gonna demo this with some pork I've got on me. Hey, let's just grab some pork you've got on you. Throw it in there. Pork is cooking the pork, and it moves fast right at default. So you saw that kind of speed, right? Now let's go ahead and take this coal back out for now. But this will also just hold any power it got. Like right now, it's draining what it had into the flux duct. And it's still, like, it's overflowing. It's getting what was in the actual duct. Even though this has stopped outputting. This will stop filling up eventually. I'm wondering if one is going to eat the other's power. Go ahead and just head that off. Yeah, okay, so now that's sitting at 31.34K. We put one pork chop in. It has used up a bunch of that to make a delicious pork chop. Now the augments. All right, we're in the augments. Stabilize RF. This is like, there are a bunch of these that are upgrades for the coil here on these dynamos. You can increase the transfer or capacity in various ratios. Items with tank, you can expand their tanks. Item filters, so that you can mess with filters. Now, what am I looking for? The flux linkage amplifier will make it take 1.1 times more energy and double its speed. And the flux efficiency will take down like 10% of its processing and give you minus 10% speed. And there's a lot of these that can change what specific stuff is doing. Here, for dynamos, I can put it in to get more output, double the output, but it's using more fuel. And so, like, that kind of basic stuff. The excitation field limiter prevents RF from being lost after coil saturation. I think another thing, if you don't have one of these in, once the dynamo is full, there will be bleed, so it can never just sit full. And here are the upgrade components, which will basically, I make a hardened integral component. It will just double everything the machine does. Twice as fast, twice as much consumption. Will increase the power of other augments. Let's make one of these if we can. That requires a circuit. I can do that. Invar plates, glass, a gold gear. I need to make all of that. And will. And this is a sort of a breakdown. Like, all of the thermal machines work in this kind of way. They just do different shit. They're a lot less satisfying than create machines, but, you know. Have I made Invar? At any point? No. Let's get some gold plates going first. You know, let's just process the gold I've got on me. I think in the foundry, this gives me like some nonsense. Or it might give me something I really wanted to give me. Hopper! No. No. No, you go in the duplication. Ah! Not you. Okay, raw copper, deep slate copper, and nether copper. Or nether gold. Gold, gold, gold. That's taking a second. The deep slate gold. It's got to chew through some gnarly dirt. 3 blocks and an ingot. I'm not going to automate this one. I don't want to overflow. Gold's a little more precious. 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Perfecto. Oh, that's new! That bar that's showing how far it's along! I got really excited about that for some reason. I'm like a weird puppy. Molten Invar is alloyed with 2 parts iron to 1 part nickel. Iron, iron, iron. I am gonna need more iron. Let's go ahead and a very big puppy, a massive puppy. One of the ultimate puppies. The type of puppy they wrote about in the Bible? That's nothing. That's nothing. How many am I going to get? 2 blocks? After that one blasts? 1 block, 1 ingot, 6 nugget. 1 block. Look at that bar. That bar makes me feel good. Clifford coated. You're coming to my house. You're saying that I'm a big red dog? You say I'm a red one? So, ooh, 7 ingots and 3 nuggets. Just to not have to dick around. Look at that. I did math. It only took, what, 10 seconds? 11 tops. Twinker in the way. Not a lot of iron, but, you know, every little bit's counting right now. Oh, definitely don't want to store that in a block. Let's go ahead and process the nuggets, too. Okay. It was 2 parts iron to 1 part nickel. Nickel's a lot less precious, but iron shouldn't be that precious. Man, wouldn't it be crazy if I had made some kind of iron farm? If only someone had ever suggested that to me. We'd be living the high life. I did just need gears though, right? But I do want to get this into bar form. Voice says I should make an iron farm? No one's ever said that to me before. That's interesting. That's interesting. Oh, plates. I need 4 plates. Might as well just do that right here since I'm here. I'm only gonna make 1 of these right now. Jesus. Terrifying. Storm. Scary. Lightning. Plate. 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 Is it just small plate? Okay, it's just small plate. I'm scared that Medai has not risen to my bait. I feel like I'm falling for a terrible fate. I'm scared. 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 Hard integral components. Boom, got one. There we go. Now y'all remember the rough speed that pork cooked at, right? go into the augmentation, put the hardened components in. Immediately you see that the amount of redstone it can hold just increased by 2%, like 100%. Everything else has also doubled. Boom. 29, 34, 29. I'm trying to remember if the consumption, I think the consumption of energy doesn't double. I might be wrong there. And I don't think I can make a further component to check this out. Oh, this has now, the max use has now increased to 140. I'll take this out. You can see that change. Can't I make the second tier of integral component with what I got on me? The reinforced? Electrum? Signalum? Signalum is 3 copper to 1 silver to 400 destabilized redstone, which I think I can only make in the magma crucible. Yeah, in here I need the magma crucible to do that. Destabilized redstone. You start with the thermal series, you start hitting stuff like, what if we liquefied redstone and do that? Liquefied glowstone type of stuff. Like there's going to be a metal called lumium. Yeah, lumium that requires 3 ingots of tin, 1 ingot molten silver, and 500 megabytes of energized glowstone, which is glowstone melted down in the magma crucible. You'll notice that this is floated up here. I believe energized glowstone is lighter than air, and if you put a block of it down, it will flow upward. And I'm trying to remember if you can swim in it. Like that might be a cool little cheat move you can do. Okay, the hard integral component doubles the speed of a machine, and that goes for all of these things. Bunch of free flux ducts, free diamond gear, experience. But yeah, the goal here is to push forward into plastic and the dissolution chamber. Once I have the dissolution chamber, I can make that that special crusher and make the dripstones. It's a lot of work to make dripstone points. It would, in fact, be more logical to come over here to magic and make the magician card and just get a little bit into element craft. But I don't want to. I want to do the hard part. I want to do it the hard way. The machine way. And once I have that dripstone, I've told myself I'm not going to start getting into magic until I've built that quarry system and have built a way to automatically bring that stuff out of this into my zone. Which I think actually will require me to take that portal down and put it somewhere else, because I don't want that train coming in and out constantly in like the main chunk of my base. It's going to need more space. So we're going to be building... Oh, hold on, wrong button. We're going to be cutting like in over here, so it's not going too far away from where my actual storage setup is. And that's going to be a long process, and I'm not even totally sure how it'll work yet. So until then, we're going to continue building along this pathway. Now over here, there's a bunch of other dynamos. Compression, magmatic, numismatic, lapidary, disenchantment, and gourmand, which are like the gourmand dynamo. Power, like, consumes food for power. Like a crate of spinach will make 16k RF. A cake, 25k. Crates of beetroot, carrots, corn, frost, melons, apples. Happy Apple Day, 6,000 per apple. Bread, 8,000. So if you have something that automatically farms up and cooks stuff, you can feed it into a gourmand dynamo. But I believe it is a lot better to make this into biodiesel or biofuel. Biofuel. Which is made by taking the industrial foregoing bioreactor and put it any crops. Okay, so any crops will go in here and make 80 mini buckets of biofuel. And what does that feed into? You can feed it into a blaze smelter to superheat it. And I thought there was a... Huh, is there not actually a reactor that wants to eat biofuel? That doesn't seem right. No, nothing wants to eat the industrial foregoing biofuel. Is this generating? This isn't generating, right? No, the pressurized reaction chamber. The thermoelectric boiler, well, we'll take something. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's going on there. I got scared. I think I've fallen off of the okay, the other biofuel. I'm still there. Okay, the fission reactor will take that biofuel instead of water, but, you know, they'll take water. Why do anything else? Digestion? What? What are you? Digestion. Theurgy. Gold ingot, alchemical salts, a water into 20 purified gold. Ooh. It seems the other biofuel is just serves as water. Okay, so biofuel's just for the blaze furnaces, I guess. Which is weird. That's weird. I gotta be missing something here. I don't seem to be, though. Okay, we're done looking at it. Hi, B-Shell. Fish are in water, but they're not in biofuel. That would be nasty. For steel making the pyrolyzer and the induction smelter. The induction smelter is the thermal source of alloying. And it alloys things that the other stuff can't. Like, it suddenly becomes far, far easier to make galvanized iron because you just need double iron and zinc nuggets. Be sure to hit the quote machine. I think going down below felt like a good idea, but it's a bad idea I think I shouldn't do. Many such cases. Yeah, this is like a faster way to make a lot of these ingots, but it makes a bunch of other stuff you can't make otherwise. And will smelt emerald ore into emerald? Oh, it'll also just smelt in general. I think it'll take your plate, melt it back into an ingot, whatnot. The point is, that's an important machine in the grand scheme of machine. Clink, hey! Yeah, this isn't a bad spot, actually. We'll move here. So let's go ahead and get those things made. Let's see, we have to fucking go make 15 up to make these. Pyrolyzer demands nether bricks. That's easy. Wait, what? Have I never made a nether brick? I never made a nether brick. Well, how about that? How about that? We'll use the redstone furnace. No one will ever know. Oop. Grab a stack of nether rack. Actually, hold on. Better idea. Let's get 2 chests. And 2 stacks of netherrack. 1 chest here, 1 chest here. Get to the configuration. Over here, we want to make input, and up here, we want to make output. Set auto input and auto output. Put the netherrack in, and watch it just slurp it up. And that'll just kind of automatically cook that for a while. And we can really super easily see, watch the speed of this go down. Yeah, so that's a handy button. How are you doing? Are you, oh, can you fuel it efficiently? Oh, it is using 100% efficiency. It is producing 40 and consuming 40 right here. Which does mean I can't augment this to go faster without also augmenting this. It's that, you know, it's that kind of logistics math type deal. Now, I could also simply plug the damn thing in. But I want to use the Stirling generator for now. Just show it off. We're in that stage of things. Now we have some nether bricks. It's gonna keep cooking on nether bricks. Boom. Put various things away. Keep that, keep all that. Pyrolyzer. Pyrolyzer. Induction smelter. What do you need? You need 2 Invar gears. Another blast furnace. So I don't want to go up and make another gear. So instead, we're going to make the gear working die, which requires 4 Invar plates. So we got to go over to our Smashalizer. Smashalizer, make my monster flat. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Can it not? I think maybe it can't. No. No, it's not cool enough. However, the multi-servo press does not need a die to make things to the plates. So this I am going to plug in. Let's see. This should just work. It's not just working. Oh, it's set to pull. I need to actually... There. Okay, now it's just powered up from this. So right now this is using 0 ticks. Put in 4 Invar. And now it's using 0 ticks. Oh, because it has to hit and then it'll eat. So I believe, yeah, the usage on these machines with this power is actually quite small. Because remember, this thing is working in the millions. And this thing is working in the thousands. So this is like crazy weak compared to what I've already got set up over here. So I really probably won't be fucking with these dynamos for long. But they're also very small and easy to set up and easy to fit into a different type of automation. Like, let's go back to the full list of dynamos. Compression. The compression dynamo wants to eat tree oil and creosote and refined fuel. When you start making coal, or when you start making coke, you will get creosote as a byproduct, and you can, one of the things you can do with that is just pipe it back into a compression dynamo to get some power back. Like, let's look at all the things creosote is good for in this pack. Nothing. Nothing, it seems. Like burning, fuel. It doesn't like make treated wood, I don't think, in this pack. No, it does. It can harden planks. So if you hit the point you need hardened planks, then you'll be putting creosote into that. Air blasting, air plus blast stove fuel to make hot air. What the fuck are you, Create the Factory Must Go? What are you? Also, I don't even see creosote here. Oh, I've clicked into all crafting ever. Never mind all that. The dynamo I end up using a lot. Aside from like making a compression dynamo to eat creosote and keep it from building up, I like a magmatic dynamo. Because the magmatic dynamo will take lava. It will also take burning blood? I have something to do with my excess burning blood. It's only a little bit better than lava, though. And the lava, once I get a lava work, one of those lava works done, it'll make that infinitely. So that's a very easy, infinite source of power. Okay, now we gotta make that gear working die. think the invert was all I need for that. Okay, there we go. The gear working die. Now the dies, DIE, you put into the multi-servo press to change what it's doing. Now it can make an invar gear. Boom. I think once I have like a fully augmented system, it can do these tasks faster than the rigmarole of melting it down and casting it out, because it'll be like bam, 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 like super fast. But that's at the end stage. What was the invar gear for? I've got distracted. Oh, the induction smelter. I think I need another invar gear. Boom, just do it. Just do it. And is this thing finished? And this thing, I think, has finished. Yeah, and now it's just sitting here on a bunch of redstone flux. Induction smelter. Go. Got it. Pyrolyzer. Induction smelter. I think you could just, yeah, you can carry on these things too. So the pyrolyzer, as it says, decomposes solids via high temperatures. Very useful in fuel purification. No touchy. Don't know why it says no touchy. I'll touch it as I please. I'm very strong. So let's look at the uses of the pyrolyzer. Its most common thing is you can put logs in to get charcoal with a little creosote, or you can put coal in to get coal coke and tar and a little creosote, or bitumen to get coke and tar and heavy oil. If you have bitumen, you can get some oil out of it with this, and a little experience. So the main thing this thing is going to be doing is making coal and tar. What did I used to do with the tar? I don't think I kept the tar. Okay, I'll usually have a system, if I'm dealing with this stuff for steel making, where I will route the tar out into the Stirling dynamo, like a Stirling dynamo that's connected to an accumulator of some kind, like a battery. Because you rarely ever actually want to be connecting these generators directly to machines. You want to put a battery in so you have a big buffer. And so you can do things like this, where you take the tar out of it, you route it to a Stirling dynamo, you get a little extra there. I don't think it does much else, actually. You can go into a furnace mycelial generator. I don't fully know what that is. You can get blocks of tar, or use it as a fuel on its own. Can a block of tar do anything interesting? It's looking like... Oh! A block of tar could go into the architect's cutter. I can use tar as a texture on this stuff? Ooh. And then the induction smelter smelts things, processes ores, makes advanced blocks. This is a lot of alloy furnace type stuff. And now it wants us to make a piece of steel through this machine. Which, let's humor it. Let's go ahead and humor it on that account. Iron and coal. Gonna get some connectors. I actually might not have needed to make this rear block. We'll see in a second. Gold spools. Out of here. In my way. Alright. Put a coal into pyrolyzer. Remember that you have to properly set up the connectors. And for the record, these things use up to 5 RF a tick right now. And this will use up to 20 RF. Got that coal cooking. Look at that bad boy. Smoking away. Coal digivolve to coke. We didn't get a tar. I think that's a not constant byproduct. Yeah, you have a 25% chance of getting a tar out of this process. And let's use bitumen, which you will get 50. Now we take, I want to say, just the coke and the iron. And that's going to do that carbon action. And steel. Steel, made. I was making steel some other way. What was I doing to make steel? I think the foundry, if it cooks iron, byproducts steel. Yeah, the iron, I will get steel as a byproduct of iron when I use the foundry to melt it down. There's like a good couple ways I can start doing to get a hold of steel. And create the factory must go, I think, is the way the game kind of wants me to do it. In the path I'm on. Down here, yeah. Steel ingot, then you get all the steel piping. Oil. Sink a pipe to an oil source and build a pump jack above to extract raw petroleum. You can use the surface scanner to find a suitable oil well. Okay. I was worried I was only going to have to use oil sands. I guess I'm looking for what is basically a sub-bedrock source of oil. And then engines intake a matching fuel and exhaust carbon dioxide? The refinery, the big distillation towers. Probably releases a bunch of greenhouse gases, but what do we care? Steel piping for the processing of oil. So that's like the end stage of create the factory must go is oil power. Oh, and here I can make aluminum, which gets me over down here to judgment real quick. For guns. And reinforced steel armor, juggernaut armor. Heavy black plate carrier. Hey, guns? Attachment table, gunsmith table, ammo assembly table. Hey, we might be wandering down here real quick. Block of gunpowder. Napalm bomb. Block of aluminum. Holy hand grenade seems a little out of the scope of what we're talking about here, but I'll take it. Gunsmith table. Work table to make firearms. Various firearms. Most firearms need a bunch of aluminum. Attachment table to fit guns with attachments. The assembly table fell into disuse because it is more effective to mass produce assembly. And then I can make the AUG. It's easy to run with an AUG. At least that's what one of my companions kept telling me. I had a hermit friend who built his own AUG after weeks of harvesting and processing enough aluminum to make his shiny new weapon. 120 aluminum ingots! 8 lapis lazuli, 6 stripped logs, and 1 vibrant quartz glass to make a gun, which shoots 5x56 by 45mm bullets. Level 0 max type rifle. Press Z in game for attachments when I'm on it. Man, I'm gonna need to make the gun. I feel like this stuff is not in JEI, really. AUG? The AUG? Is it up there? I don't see it. I'm assuming it's craftable, or else it wouldn't be right here. It's just not in here. Which makes me wonder how to make the ammo. Ah, there. There it is. No, it's just the casing. Brass rod into the compactor with the proper filter set up to get some casing, so I'd have to like be mass producing brass somehow to make a bunch of this shit. We're gonna get there. Hey, we're gonna get there. Not there yet. We're gonna get there. And I think the printer here is a way I can maybe reproduce enchantment books, which would be huge. I went through this and picked up every single quest and like changed itself and decompleted and whatnot. I've got a nice unbroken line. All right, so I've got steel. We're back up here. Back up here. Where are we going? Nope, not you. Not where? No, it is down here. Past all this. I don't know what the hell is going on over here. Oh, this is for the airship. What are you? A drill, quantum core digital subspace? Hold on, what the fuck are you? Extraction module. Anti-rust steel for submarines? And then here's like a whole line of boats you can make. What does all this stuff want me to go through? Here, the dawn of logistics. With a quarry or smeltery setup or any kind of machinery, there's a need for logistics. Fortunately, early transportation is cheap by water or more efficient by rail. I feel like I want to make a create shit, but maybe Maybe something in here. Maybe I want to make one of these types of trains. All right, so we've got steel. That is unlocked. The High Priestess's Way. We're getting close to the card. Go up here to the Blast Chiller to cool various liquids. This, I think, makes a lot of different types of stuff you can't normally. If you have molten stuff, you can cast it into rods and whatnot. You don't really need to fuck with it like that. I think there are things you can't otherwise. Okay. For some reason, 10 buckets of water in an ice charge makes a Menril sapling. I don't understand. But I'll allow it. Maybe aluminum has to be manipulated with this thing. Uranium can reform energized glowstone. Jug seems like an expert in miscellaneous liquids. Listen. Are you a fucking expert in sausages? You might be. I shouldn't talk shit. I really should have said you an expert in bones. That's the bit. How many facts about muscles can you tell me, huh? I want to say this is needed to make, like, stuff out of liquefied gems in particular. Like the lapis gear. Can I make the lapis gear any other way? No. If you want to make a lapis gear, you need to use a blast chiller. So we do need the blast chiller for... Yeah, gemstone gears. Any gemstone gear will get you that. So let's go ahead and make that blast chiller. I believe I got most of this stuff. Blast chiller, the High Priestess Way is a bunch of stuff here. But I think I've got to make some hardened glass. And we'll mess around with a sawmill, can cut various blocks. I think this is completely useless to me at this point. Okay, it produces sawdust. I think this is the only way I'm getting sawdust. The pulverizer and the press can also just rip a log apart into a bunch of sawdust rather than mess around with it as a byproduct. And sawdust makes me some stuff. It gets me some paper, dye base, floor. Can be enriched into charcoal dust. Make a cardboard box. A cardboard box. Oh god, something's gone wrong. A cardboard box. I don't know what that's going to be for. It says block data, no. I'm going to go ahead and set myself up to make a magmatic dynamo because I'm going to be using magmatic dynamos. Let's get through the High Priestess Way, shall we? Circuit, steel, tin gear, hardened glass. I still have like 24 circuits. I've got a bunch of the mechanism control circuits I forgot about. I got from some kind of reward. Gonna need tin gears, was it? Let's just start that right now. Make some tin. The batter should just be absolutely fine. Shouldn't be taking any dips from that. No. Golden. Beautiful. Golden. Hardened glass. How do I make hardened glass again? A bunch of ways. The induction smelter, quartz, obsidian, and glass is definitely the best way to do that. Ah. Quartz. Obsidian. I can make this pretty easily, I think. There was a way I can make a bunch of this really fast. Right. If I go to the smelter and I put a single thing of water in, I can just start churning lava into it, and it will not consume the water. And that, honestly, I could probably very easily automate that to have a machine permanently making me obsidian. if I make a purpose-built little smelter. The main thing is the fuel is eating, so it is better for me to just... Well, actually, the way I want to do it is probably to take the pump I've got here, take this setup, take the lava works I already got, and set something up here, or build a smaller lava works up there that I can flip a switch, like a valve, to start pumping lava into it. And just hand dip a little bucket in for when it's time to go. Because it's really easy to empty that out if I want to empty out miscellaneous cruft. So, hardened glass. What was I doing? Right. And then glass. I already have a bunch of hardened glass. Well, let's make more. Let's make more. No? Hold on. I don't want a glass. Am I a buffoon? Does it want sand? Oh, smells to glass. It wants sand. That makes a lot of sense. It's okay. I can also make an infinite amount of sand. Induct for me. Let's go ahead and grab this out. We're not using this machine. Boom. Speed you up. This setup is so much better for these machines. I'm gonna go a little bit longer. 6:15, 6:30 odd. I want to at least get the High Priestess card. Did you finish your gears? Yes. I need steel. Need to get the steel out. Got a lot of steel already for these purposes. Free simple machine frame. Which is good, because I just ran out of machine frames. Pulverizer, to grind things to dust. I'm pretty sure I don't need this at all. I don't think there are a lot of things that need to be pulverized here that my big gears won't handle. But game wants me to build it. And, again, when you're making an actual production chain with this stuff, you want to be able to make a pulverizer to stick in case you need etc. Yeah. What do I need? I need steel gears. Here. And here. Lovely. Thank you, thank you. Pulverizer, 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 pulverizer. Pulverizer. Nodes linked. Juicy. God, last time I did this stuff, I did not have this whole stuff set up. And powering this was so much more of a pain in the ass. This really is amazing. Pulverizer made. Pulverizer completed. Glowstone. Okay, High Priestess pathway. It's the traditional technological path based on automation of modular singular machines, usually contained within a block of space united into an entire facility. The High Priestess. Now, here's the issue. The goddamn gold paper. The fuck is it? Alma Megatron? Megraton? Megraton? What do you want me to do here? Dense metal block and an Alma Megraton core will make the Alma Megraton. Or I could smell an Alma Megraton core and 4 ferritin bronze agates. So the core is Invar, Constantin, Diamond, and Electrum gears. So I need the blast chiller. So I need a new machine frame. Did that need to be a... Okay, could that be a simple, or... It has to be a regular machine frame. We're getting into stuff that's a little more expensive. This guy doesn't know what an alma megriton is. I'll destroy you. I'll take it to hell. I'll take it to hell and space. 4 steel plates. And I'm gonna have to get a bunch of glowstone. I think I've got all the gold I need. Maybe not. You need so much gold. Like, you really, truly need a lot of gold for those things. How's my glowstone? Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's so annoying to get goldstone. Like, glimmercap spores. Okay, how do I get a glimmercap spore? Maybe it's time to get the phytogenic insulator set up. With glimmercap spores, glowstone dust, red mushroom, a small experience consumable. I've got those nuggets. Phytogrow is easy. That's easy. Okay, hold on. Side path. Let's see if I can never have to go get any goddamn glowstone ever again in my life. Fuck, that is a full machine frame. How do I make the lumium again? Okay, the lumium is easily made in the induction smelter with some glowstone dust. Or like just alloying it, probably. Actually, I think it's probably easier to make it... Okay, 3 tin, 1 silver, some energized glowstone. Lumium ingot. 3 tin, 1 silver, 2 glowstone, 4. Okay, so there's no reason to mess around with de-energizing it. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to make a phytogenic insulator so that I can rig that thing up with a glimmercap spore and just grow glowstone forever. Because harvesting glowstone is miserable. Automate it. Automate it. Automate it, baby. Lumium. Let's use... let's see. That's 4, 8, 16, 32. It was silver and tin. Right? Am I right? Into the induction smelter you go. Kind of slow. This is like my biggest bottleneck in progressing in this pack. Okay, we're gonna get this lumium made. I think I need that for the machine frames anyway, right? Yeah, I need more lumium gear for the machine frames. Signalum. Silver, copper, and redstone. That's easier. That's fine. Redstone, flux coil, and dirt. Very easy. So the phytogenic insulator, I believe, is a, this is just a farm. This is just a block that farms. It lets you duplicate flowers. Lets you, put a sapling and get logs and more saplings. I don't think this uses up this sapling. I might be wrong. I think it'll just regrow it over and over again. It loves to have catalysts to power it up, but they're not necessary, right? Yeah, see, put a SATA in here, get a bunch of SATA root. So, if you want to, if you don't want to have a big, beautiful farm, you can just have a fuckload of phytogenic insulators. But this is more for if you're growing stuff for, if I want to do that biofuel system, I can, instead of building out a farm, have phytogenic insulators going that are producing what I need, and it's all getting piped out into the things to make the biofuel, and which will then go into the Magakin, which is what I'll do. So yeah, this is the big one. The Glimmercap spores will make more Glimmercap spores, which I can then have processed into glowstone. Moss carpet will make more moss carpets. If there's anything weird and interesting in here, the flowers are like really nice because there's not, I don't believe, a lot of ways to generate specific flowers that you want. The green heart saplings will make slime balls. Azaleas will make you some hanging roots if that's what you're into. Mangrove, the propagules. Gets the sweet berries produced. The potatoes will even still continue to produce poisonous potatoes. Oh, there's another good one. The kelp. You can double your kelp in here. Lily pads? Like that. Lily pads. You can make some lily pads of fertility for the farm. Yeah, so, and the chorus flowers. You can make chorus flutes in these things, too, once you get to that point. Okay, Lumia's done. Make some signalum. What you want to say was silver, copper, and redstone. Gonna go ahead and make a whole stack of redstone worth. Takes a little bit of time. Once I have that stuff together... Okay, let's make the steel plates right now. I'm just gonna need 4 for the frame. 4 for the frame. And I need another frame. For, what was it? The blast chiller, right. And that's gonna need some Invar gears while I'm at it. Oof. Just 2? Just 2. Once those plates are done, I'll put the gear back in there and make the 4 gears. Lovely for me. What the pings? Oh, right. I forgot that was going on. Got the... So I'm going to rent you guys out pretty soon. And I said there's a big old JLG collab. I'm going to pour you guys out like a delicious bowl, too. In a bit. They're playing some Super Battle Golf. And my poll for what looks worse when stepping down from 1080p to 60, which I might have to do for like Monster Hunter, has closed, and it looks like y'all hate 30 FPS, which is fair. 30 FPS seems to be below. So we'll try that. I'm going to have to check my encoding, set it down to 720, see how that looks. I still have to, and I'm going to do some previewing too. Yeah, I'm going to, once I get this, what am I trying to do? Yeah, once I get this card, no, once I get the phytogenic insulator set up and working, we'll call it. We're going to call that our main task. So what do I need now still? I need the 2 Lumium gears. And the Invar gears. This is just a regular redstone flux coil. The signalum coil is slightly complex, but easy with the crafting stuff we've got. My inventory is looking real fat all of a sudden. There's our gears. Phytogenic insulator. Machine frame. Signalum coil. Copper lead coil. This is like a concatenation only mid-step, which makes a couple... What the fuck is a resonant coil? I've still not gotten to the strange matter yet. A signalum blend? Can I just... The only way to do it is to pulverize a signalum plate. That's funny. Some fucking blend. Wait, no, I didn't need that many. I don't think. Express your grandfather? Grandfather is one of the worst words that has ever come out of our fucking dreaded zone. Come on. Give me the blend? What? Where'd it go? What the hell? 50% chance! An optional catalyst. Should have put a flint in there. Or a basalt's powder to really lock it in. Alright, you little bastard. Let's guarantee this. Is it gonna use up the powder? Or can I just have a powder sit there forever? God damn you. I hate it here. Come on. Chew it up. Give it. Let's use up the powder. Come on. That is 4 attempts on a 50-50 so far. 5. Jesus, finally. That's fucking atrocious. Is that really the only way? Good lord. Okay, pour the signalum on the coil. Just really press it in there. Man, that's a lot to make a machine frame. There's a real machine frame. And now the phytogenic insulator needs another lumium gear. Didn't I make 2 lumium gears? I didn't? I'm stupid? I'm stupid? I'm God's greatest buffoon? I was designed for fun in a lab to fuck everything up I've done in my life? I'm the product of a twisted psyche? Photogenic insulator. What's a good way to get infinite water into this thing? I'll deal with that later. I might do a little bit of off-stream work. Just, like, setting up photogenic insulators further. Okay, it's got power. It's juicing. It's juicing. Now I've got to make a glimmer cap spore. I need Phytogrow. I have Phytogrow. Let's make some of this to Quest in case a Quest needs it. Got a Glimmercap Spore, which smelts into glowstone, or blasts into glowstone. As you can see, you're always going to get one, so there's no point in like messing it up. So what I will be wanting here is phytogenic insulators that are outputting into a smelter that are outputting into my storage, honestly. So then I'm just... Or a storage box into a drawer so I can void excess. But we're going to be able to make some good shit. I need a bucket. Get a bucket, get a bucket, get a bucket, meow. I've got some water buckets. And let's get the Phytogrow out that I made. Let's leave one in here for more Glimmercap score. No, I'm not going to need to. I'm breeding him here. Phytogrow, Glimmercap Spore. Oh, Jesus. Does that have everything it needs? Oh, it's just very slow. Which means this bad boy. Junk. This might be my fun little off-screen project to myself, setting up a little device to get water into this infinitely. Oh, is that going to run out of water? No. Just a much bigger tank now. Let me go run, the bucket. Because especially for this pack, infinite glowstone production is going to be very, very good. Where did you come from? Carnivine, you good? All right, let's watch that finish. And I still don't remember if that's going to consume it. Am I going to have to be feeding? Oh, it consumes it. I'm going to be feeding it back in. That's complicated. Okay. But it consumed that fertilizer to make like fucking 6 out of 1. So this might be something I had to be a little more circumspect about instead of immediately melting them down. How am I going to rig this? There's surely a way. I might have to be using an apply energistics auto crafting thing to keep this piping one spore back into itself, right? And that can also be used to continually produce what I need to make Phytogrow. There's something I can do here. I'll have to look into how to do it. Can I make a better Phyto? What the fuck is Phytosoil? What are you? Phytosoil Infuser? Machine Flux Juice, still take. Phytogronade. Throwable Phytogrow with increased area. PNT. Spreads Phytogrow in a large area. I thought there was a way to make a better Phytogrow. I guess that's not in here. And yeah, that is continuing to cook and has made yet more Glimmercap Spores. So there we go. It's not perfected. We've only just begun, but we are now producing glowstone instead of going and getting it. And thank God for that. So we are going to go ahead and take off. Think it's just sticking with me a little slightly long, but not very long. Mildly longer. Back at the Minecraft mines, it's been a while. But it's nice to know we're hitting the ground running with just the insane... What did we actually progress? Aside from the quest progress, I feel like the only thing we got that we didn't really have before was the glowstone production, which is huge. Let's be clear, that's huge. All right, okay, so I've got some options. Who am I going to send you to specifically? You know what, let's go to... Is Dashi actually not live? Is Dashi not streaming his viewpoint? Check that real quick. Okay, Dashi's not streaming his viewpoint. So I'll drop you to Folk. Send you Folkward. Oh my god, what is my window doing? Oh my god. No, oh god, I can hear myself. I'm dying. I'm gonna post my schedule in a second. After I'm done, I'm gonna post my schedule. Okay, I can hear myself. I'm gonna die. Lose my mind. It's so hard to stay on topic once I can hear myself. It's not that I hate my own voice. It's just it's killing me to talk while I hear myself. All right, so Tuesday, Dying Light. Thursday, Gunvolt 2. Friday, Terranigma. I've got my schedule posted. I'll have those up on my socials soon. I will see you guys later. Good night, dear friends. Good night. Thanks for coming out. Enjoy Super Battle Golf.